Alright, welcome to today's class. In today's class, we'll be dealing on logarithm and laws of logarithm. First of all, what is a logarithm? A logarithm is a mathematical function that serves as the inverse of indices. So if we have log x to base b equal to y, what is x, b, and y? B is the base, x is the argument, and then y is the exponent. It's either you call it exponent or index. Alright, let's consider the laws of logarithm. The first law of logarithm is known as the addition law. When two logs with the same base are added, simply write the argument as the product of the old argument. So now let's take an example. So if we have log x to base b plus log y to base b, and we are asked to solve this. According to the addition law of logarithm, when two logs with the same base, we have base b here and we have base b, are added, simply write the answer as the product of the argument. So the arguments here are x and y. So our answer is log x multiplied by y to base b. So this is our answer. Alright, let's take another example. If we have log 5 to base 2 plus log 12 to base 2, and we are asked to add this up, you notice that both of them have the same base, 2 and 2. So our answer becomes log 5 multiplied by 12 to base 2. So here we have log 5 multiplied by 12 is 60. So log 60 to base 2. So this is our answer. Alright, so let's consider the second law, which is the subtraction law. When two arguments with the same base are subtracted, simply divide the argument and take the log of the result. So here, let's say we log x to base b minus log y to base b. According to the subtraction law, our answer is log, you divide the argument. So we have x divided by y to base b. So this is our answer. Alright, let's take another example. So if we have log 10 to base 2 minus log 5 to base 2. According to the subtraction law, our answer becomes log 10 divided by 5 and then to base 2. So here we have log 10 divided by 5 is 2. So we have log 2 to base 2. Now note this. The log of any number to itself as a base is equal to 1. So since we have log 2 to base 2, 2 is equal to 2. So our answer becomes 1. When once the base is equal to the argument, your log is 1. So if we have log 4 to base 4, since the base and the argument is the same, so our answer is 1. Log 3 to base 3 is also 1. Alright, let's consider the next law, which is index law. The logarithm of a number with irrational exponent is equal to the exponent times its logarithm. Let's take an example. So if we have log m raised to power n to base b, it is equal to, now you use this power, which is n, to multiply the log. So we have n multiply the log, and then you write the argument m, and then you write back the base. So we have base b. It's just a simple task. Multiply the log by the power. So another example. So if we are given log 2 to base b, 2 raised to power 3 to base b, and we are asked to solve this, our answer becomes, you multiply the log by the power. The power here is 3. So we have 3 log 2 to base b. Alright, let's consider the next law, which is zero law. The zero law states that the log of 1 to any base is 0. Log of 1 to any base is 0. So if we have log 1 to base b, log 1 to base b is 0. Log 1 to base 5 is 0. But the base must not be 0. Log 1 to base 5 is 0. Log 1 to base 3 is 0. Log 1 to base 2 is 0. But log 1 to base 0 is not 0. Now let's consider change of base. Note this. A lot of calculators cannot change their base from base 10. So if you are given a question that does not have a base 10, how do you solve it? So let's say log b to base a, and a, which is the base, is not 10. So this is how we are going to solve it. It is equal to, we write log of the argument. So the argument here is b, and then all over the log of the base that was given. So the base that was given is A. So we now write base 10. Base 10, let's say base 10 is C. So we attach C as a base. So let's take a practical example so you understand it better. So if we say log 41 to base 6, if you look at it clearly, 6 is not 10. So the log here is to base 6. So how do we solve this? It's just a simple task. So it is equal to, you write log of the argument that was given. The argument that was given is 41. And then all over the log of the base that was given in the question is 6. So you write down 6. And then the next task is to write down base 10. So attach 10 here. And then attach 10 here. So this is how you solve problems that are not given in base 10. Alright, if you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe now. And also, if you have a question, kindly leave your question in the comment section. See you in our next class.